I am tired of waiting. So I'm just not going to do it anymore. Hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlie. You might know me better as sci-fi fantasy writer C.E. Dorset, and I'm going to be bringing the sci-fi back. So I have really been struggling this year with a lot of things. Not necessarily with the writing, but with everything else. Because this was supposed to be the year that I did my rapid release. I'm not telling the story again because I've told it 1,000 times, but that's not happening at all. So I am working on other projects, trying to figure out what I'm going to be doing to get my work up and running again, because I need to be getting something out. And that's the thing, I need to be getting something out. Which brings me to my announcement. I am going to start writing a web novel. I know it's not groundbreaking, a lot of people do it, I am not the first person to do it, but it's new for me. I've never really done this before. I have shared drafts as I've written before online, but I've never really worked hard at trying to actually publish a story online. Now, having said that, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to end up with a book. I am going to write a book. It is going to be a book. It is going to come out in ebook, and it is going to come out in paperback eventually. But I want to start putting stories out there. I have really changed my writing style over the last year and a half, and I want to know what people think about it. I really want to know what people think about it. To know that it's a mistake or that it was right. Which was it? I just don't know, because nobody's read any of the stuff that I've written in the last couple of years. And I'm just tired of waiting. The immediacy of being able to put out chapters as they are done excites me, and hopefully will help me to rebuild the audience that I lost thanks to my unscheduled mental health vacation, and get back on my feet as a writer. I have a lot of ideas. I currently have what may be the cover, or at least a temp cover, for the book rendering over here. And I kind of like it, I kind of don't like it. We'll see in the end whether or not I use this or not, but I am excited. So what am I going to be doing? I'm going to be working simultaneously on my Blinded Angel story and, drum roll please, no, I'm not going to grab the drumsticks because it makes a loud racket and then I hit everything and yeah, so no. Okay, drum roll please. I'm actually going to write Dance the Ghost. Now, most of you are not going to have a clue why I made a big dramatic thing about that, because you're new to following me. Hi, but for those of you who have been around for quite a while, this is a project that I've been trying to write for 10 years. 10 years, if not longer. And I've had a lot of false starts, and even earlier this year I had what felt like a false start. And it wasn't. I just got into my head again, and that's what I keep doing with this project. I get into my head. So, using the public accountability group that is the internet and AuthorTube, I am going to be releasing chapters shortly after they're written. Now, they're going to be getting some editing and some touch-ups before they go live on the site, but I'm going to be putting them out. Hopefully, to attract an audience of people that are interested in the story, and hopefully that audience will convince me to keep going with it and not to give in to the fear that my attempts at space opera are, I don't want to use the word futile, because futile is not the word that I'm going for, but are bogged down in way too much minutia, and I keep getting lost. I'm very excited about this. It will be the first Baron's End story from me to come out in a very long time, and I've been reading over the drafts that I have, and I like the story and where it's going. I think I'm probably going to have to play with it and massage it a bit to get it to exactly to where I want it to be, but beyond that, I'm excited. It should work well. I'm going to be posting these stories over at World Anvil for anybody who's interested, so you're going to see a new link down in the description box below. It's going to be a link to my Baron's End world, because I haven't really been working on it that much this year, but that is really about to change. So I'm going to have 2 active stories that I'm going to be bouncing back and forth between, and that is going to be, well, 3 actually, because I'm also going to continue work on my His Dark Instrument story, which I haven't touched since the write-in last Friday. I need to get better about this. And that's what public accountability is for. I would like to see some people join me in this. Let's just do it. Especially for those of us who are going to self-pub. If you're not afraid of going into the whole web novel thing, join me. Because the nice thing about the World Anvil platform is it's going to allow me to put links to my Ko-fi and Patreon on every chapter of the story. So hopefully, in theory, if people like the work that I'm doing, they'll be able to support it and I can continue to do more? Yeah. I'm nervous too. But together, we can make this happen. Or at least I can make this happen and you can keep pressuring me to make sure that I'm actually doing it. Because, after all, isn't that the same thing? Feels like it sometimes. So that's my big announcement for today, and I hope you come along for the ride, because I will be announcing my stats and talking about the whole process as I'm going. It will become a big part of the Fiction Friday episode of the podcast, Project Shadow, which you can find a link to down below. I'm cautiously optimistic and extremely nervous about this. So that's a good thing, right? Yeah. Thank you so much for taking this time to listen to my announcement. If you haven't already and you want to know more about everything that's going on, please hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell notification. I do videos twice a week and streams twice a week, sometimes 3. If you haven't gotten enough of this face, on Fridays I do my Fanfiction Friday streams, and I'm going to be on 4, or finger counting is not my thing, 4 of the worldwide Write-a-thon streams this weekend. You can find links to my Patreon and my Ko-fi down in the description, and don't forget to join my Discord. I'm going to be giving out founders links within the next month to people who have joined the Discord and helped me get started. Those founder links will enable them to see things on the World Anvil sites that they would not be able to see otherwise for my fiction. As always, as we end everything on my channel, and don't forget, we haven't fixed anything yet. Black lives matter. Black trans lives matter. We need to continue to say her name because we need justice for all the black women who have been killed by cops in this country. Like, the stories are just horrific. So until next time, I hope you find the courage to ride your dreams into reality. And don't forget to have the fun. Bye.